City Lord, the strongest sect of all time, has been too dominant lately, sweeping through the battles each time with just a single disciple. This has led to us setting astonishing odds for the All Time Sect in our betting pool, and if this continues, we might suffer huge losses. These long-established top-tier sects are really becoming weaker. To maintain their dignity, they've all reached an unspoken understanding to only send out their second-tier disciples. But now, they've ended up completely humiliated. It seems they've long forgotten the lesson the heaven-defying gang taught them back in the day: remember the pain, but forget the beating. Indeed. So, to preserve the reputation of the Central Province, we've come up with two solutions. Plan A is to immediately have the top-tier sects send out their strongest disciples. Plan B is to bring in a few old, well-established top-tier sects that haven't participated in the dragon and tiger battle for a long time. After all, they are the truly top-tier sects. So, City Lord, which plan do you think we should follow? Good. Let's do it. What do you mean, City Lord? Which plan? He picked, or between plan A or B. What else can we do? Implement both plans at the same time. But is it really necessary? After all, the all-time sect isn't the heaven-defying gang. Haha. This kid Shang Tian is quite something, carrying himself with real flair. Did you? And you're impressive too. You've managed to intercept the illusion formation set up by the top formation masters of the Central Province. What formation masters? The illusion formation was originally my idea back in the day. Watching those kids slap the Central Province in the face again and again is so satisfying. If only we weren't so old, I'd be eager to step into the Central Province once more. Sigh, I always think of what the chief once said. If I could buy osmanthus and drink wine, it would never be like the carefree days of youth. I mentioned this poem to Sect Leader Jun before, and he seemed quite surprised. But he said there's another version of the poem. Bring the osmanthus and the wine together, and let's enjoy youth together. Both the chief and the sect leader are geniuses. All I did was recite a promotional line when the camera turned to me. But they're avoiding filming me now. Well, your promotional pitch back then was indeed an eyesore. I was just hoping to quickly push our sect's disciples past 20,000. But having fewer eyes on us might not be such a bad thing. Speaking of which, Qian, why do you always wear that hood since entering the Central Province? Is there someone here you know who might cause you trouble? You can tell me, I'll protect you. I know you're not afraid. I just don't want any unnecessary trouble. It's nice to stay quiet like this. The final match of the second round has concluded. The last sect to qualify is the third-rate Iron Fist sect. They are the second dark horse in this dragon and tiger battle, after the all-time strongest sect. And it seems the Iron Fist sect only has the sect leader and one disciple, yet they've been incredibly formidable. Unfortunately, with the all-time sect's presence this year, they are a bit overshadowed. Dazhuang, you did well. It's rare that you followed advice and restrained most of your power. These opponents aren't worthy of me unleashing my full strength. Only he is worthy of my attention. He's also walking the path of physical sanctification, just like you. So, do you have the confidence to face him? He's still holding back, so I can't gauge his true limits. But he's likely at least mid to high-grade martial emperor. But as long as you stand behind me, even if he were a semi-saint, I will win. After 2 rounds of eliminations, the top 16 sects for this dragon and tiger battle have been finally selected. I'm sure the upcoming one-on-one matches will be even more thrilling. Today's match features the most popular sect so far, the strongest sect of all time. It seems they're sticking with their previous strategy, sending just one person to represent them. On the other side, we have the long-established top-tier sect, the Tiangang Holy Sect. I'm sure everyone here is very familiar with this name, a powerful sect that has dominated the Central Province for over 100 years. However, their solemn expressions likely have to do with what happened to the Grand Dian Saint Sect and the Jin Huang Holy Sect, making them wary of the All Time Sect. Wait a minute! I watched the Tiangang Holy Sect's previous matches, and these aren't the same people they initially sent. Didn't they say that registered participants couldn't be swapped out freely? Xiaomao, something seems off with the opponents. Be careful. Don't worry, you guys. I'll definitely uphold the all-time Sect's record. The match begins. Su Xiaomao swiftly rushes forward to attack, but the opponent, standing firm, stomps on the ground with such force that it cracks, preventing himself from being pushed back. He then stops Su Xiaomao's attack and pushes him back. TSK, they actually have someone who can block my moves. Watch as I create a grand scene on my own. Oh no! I got careless. Now my good-for-nothing sons will have an excuse to steal my spotlight.